This was not only my biggest and most expensive table ever, this was probably my biggest disaster ever. This table was commissioned by a designer that's going to be going on a yacht on a very tight timeline. I gave them a price of $35,000 in part due to the size, also in part due to the tight timeline. Here's the first problem. We had a corner that was low. This table needed to finish at right about 2 inches, and I had that low corner. So I made these series of patches, and this was a much longer process than I'm showing here. I have like a 45-minute long video that breaks down every one of these problems in detail, but I'll give you just a glimpse of them here. And at this point in the project, everything was starting to go pretty well until I got to this corner and I had another problem. It broke out that little piece there, and this corner patch wasn't as big a deal as those patches on the underside of the table, but it wasn't great. I don't want this table to look like Frankenstein, and the color on this patch wasn't perfect, but I knew I could fix that later. But then I ran into the next problem. That hollow sound that you're hearing is just that. There's about a 10 square inch area that's essentially hollow underneath because of this wood defect. This particular defect is called a shake. It's like a crack, but it runs parallel to the grain. So underneath that defect, it was basically hollow. It's just like a millimeter thick of wood. So I had to find a way to get epoxy underneath it and infuse it and make it completely solid, which eventually I did and was finally ready for finish, which actually went pretty well. Here's how it looks in the end. There's those patches on the underside, there's the corner, there's the shake. Let me know what you think though.